Like most of you right now who are in business and everything else, we're working from home. And if you haven't kind of figured it out, I'm going to show you what I'm using. Hey there, this is Tom with Tom's Tech Show. And my regular company, my regular day job, I guess you'd call it. I work remotely and I have to set up so that the rest of my company can work remotely. So that either means they're connected to a service that's already on the web. We use a lot of Atlassian tools, which is a service on the internet already. So like Jira and Confluence, some documentation things and application management development kind of things. I think we use Bitbucket and other parts of that as well. And a lot of the application that we design and work with is in AWS, so that is in the cloud. But there are company resources, there are company test environments, different things like that that are on premise that we have a lab set up and run things, and I need people to be able to get there and be able to work there. So we do have, here if I can bring this up, here we go. Okay, we do have this. This is the kind of the working page for our Cisco ASA. It's a server that's a router that has a lot of security capabilities and different things, and it's very filtered and very locked down, so only specific users, specific device types can connect and be able to access the system. And if I go over to my other computer here, we have the AnyConnect module, which lets me click connect and then be able to jump onto the network and become part of the corporate network. And that makes it easy so people can remote in and do all the different types of work that they need to do. Okay, so if you don't have all that stuff, what in the world are you to do if you don't have all of that kind of stuff? Well, the first thing that kind of pops out is TeamViewer. That you install TeamViewer on your computer at the office that you need, and then from remote site, remote location, or even your iPad, there's a TeamViewer for iPad. You can set up to be able to remote in. I mean, if it's free basically for home users, if I don't know if they, they're kind of lax about having home user, business users, in their licensing. I think right now they wouldn't really care. But it's $49 a month per user. It's pretty effective, and I seldom do I use it as my number one go-to. Usually I'm sending links to family members and things like that to help work on their computers and do things like that. But so that's definitely one solution that I've used quite a bit. The other solution is Chrome RemoteDesktop. So everybody has the Chrome browser, and you can set up and be able to access a computer that's remote using your Chrome browser. So, I mean, I do have, let me switch this over here to something not crazy. Okay, there we go. So I do have my MacBook here, and I can click this and go in and enter the password. So the nice thing about Chrome RemoteDesktop and also TeamViewer is that you don't need any configuration done on a router, right? It's NAT traversal, so it goes out the network, it goes out and is able to connect in, through a router. I mean, if you're a small office, this will probably will work fine. If you're a bigger, more corporate office, they might have all the different ports and things that this is using blocked. So that you would have to go to your own IT department to figure it out. But if you're a small business and I need to get to my computer at the office and do a few things and stuff while at home, Chrome RemoteDesktop is free, and you just have to create a Google account and be able to do that and jump on and be able to do things at your office. So that's pretty good. Makes it pretty easy to connect. Another thing that I use, I have a Synology NAS, and that has built in a VPN server. So even when I'm gone, I also use a VPN to connect to the house and to be able to do things connect to my, computer here to do, different YouTube studio things and stuff like that. So I think the one big rule is, of course, never, ever, ever put a computer in remote desktop mode. Never allow that directly on the internet, because that will be found, that will be hacked, that will be taken over really quickly. I mean, with all the different things that go on with Microsoft and remote desktop, it's really, really easy, I think, to get your systems hacked. Just not something that you really want to do. Okay, so after I connect to the VPN, one thing you can do is under computer properties, we go here, computer properties, there's remote settings, and you can come in here and you can turn on allow remote connections to this computer. And then you can use, this has to be Windows Professional or Enterprise, or one of those versions of Windows. If you have Windows Home, you don't get this bottom remote desktop box. You just get the allow remote assistance. So that's where, if you have Home, that's where you might want to switch over and use like Chrome Remote Desktop. But if you're going to use Windows Remote Desktop, then you can do it this way if you have the Pro or Enterprise version of Windows. And that's pretty easy. You just click that, hit apply, and then if you're VPN'd in, don't put this on the internet directly, of course, to your house or whatever, then you can use that and be able to connect remotely to your desktop. Okay, so that's kind of all the tools that I'm using right now. If you have some tools that you use, please let other people know. And I know we're all using, a lot of people are using Zoom for video conferencing that we can use. We actually use like GoToMeeting, and then Amazon has Chime, and there's a Cisco solution, and all these different things out there. And Microsoft has their solution and different things. So there's a lot of ways that everybody can be meeting and have meetings. So so I think that has been a good thing, that technology has already been there, and basically, all these companies have been screaming for people to work remotely. You can work from home. You can work from home. Screaming, you can do this, and nobody ever wanted. Some people did. Some people didn't. It was kind of hit and miss. I know that when what's the name that took over Yahoo? See, who was that? That was Marissa Mayer. Once she moved into Yahoo, the first thing I think she did was nobody works from home, because people get away with stuff when they're at home, and workloads kind of drag and different things like that. You kind of, working from home is okay, but I think we all are a little bit more productive when we're in the same room around a table talking and conversing together. But we have these other tools and stuff, so I haven't really been hindered, and I haven't hindered my employees, the employees at my company, because that's what I manage, is all the employees at my company, how they connect and all that. So that's been pretty good, been pretty safe and secure. So using Cisco and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. All right. Well, if you use something else, let everybody else know. If you remember to like, share, and subscribe to my channel and stuff, it really helps me out. I'm more than a third the way to 1,000 subscribers, which is pretty great. I've been working at this for a year and a half or so, and it's been pretty fun. And I really appreciate everybody's input, everybody's questions and comments and things. Gotten into some really good dialogue on some different subjects. It's been really great. Just thank and appreciate everybody. All right. Okay. Stay safe. Stay healthy. 6 feet. Wash your hands. All that fun stuff. There you go. Thanks for watching. Take care.